John, how do you assess that one?
You know, it's good game of football. I think slightly disappointed with the result, but really pleased with the performance, particularly bouncing back from the disappointment last weekend, the disappointment of Tuesday night as well, where we thought we had a really good opportunity to pick up points. So I think overall really pleased with the effort showed, the defensive solidity as well. We've not kept a clean sheet for a long time, so the defensive solidity, the way we restricted Burnley to very few chances and then defended the box really well when we had to. And then, most importantly, I thought we created enough chances to probably win the game. And I thought their goalkeeper was absolutely outstanding and kept them in it. So, pretty pleased on the whole. Slight tinge of disappointment we didn't win the game.
Plenty of positives to obviously take there, as you said, including a clean sheet for Nico and the rest of the back line.
Yeah, and one that's been well deserved. I think we've had a couple of games here where we have defended really well, but we've not kept clean sheets. And very pleasing. First of all, I think to see Shocks back in the side, partnering Rob. I think obviously for the first time, not just I think, and looked a really solid defensive partnership. So I'm really happy there, and obviously for the whole back four, Conor Ogilvie, Zach Swanson as well. But I think the way that we defended did start from the front. It's a bit of a cliche, but I thought Callum and Colby were excellent in terms of the way that they pressed, and it wasn't always all out, but very clever, very organised, and it worked pretty well for the most part. So very happy with that.
What was the thinking behind the three changes?
Shocks coming in seemed to us like it was a good idea based off the fact that he performed really well the other night. I thought Hayden came in, he'd done superbly, but just sort of landing fresh from Australia, not really being earmarked for that game on Tuesday night, and struggling a bit physically towards the back end. We thought that was the right thing to do. Hayden understood that. Rob unfortunately missed out. He was due to start on Tuesday but missed out with illness. So had that conversation with Marlon. I think Marlon's been absolutely excellent deputising at centre half. He's been a big part of the reason that we're in the position we're in at the moment, which is not where we want to be, but competitive enough. Those two changes I thought, and then Doz just to freshen things up in the middle of the park really, and I thought Andre came on. He did really well when he came on to the pitch the other night, and without having watched the game back, I was really pleased with his performance again today. So part of it was freshness, part of it was just centre halves coming back in and having them available.
Obviously, you mentioned in your answer before about defending from the front, and it must be really sort of satisfying to see when that does work and the crowd really get on board with it.
Yeah, we've done it a couple of different ways today because of the way that Burnley set up. It wasn't one where we can necessarily go out on the full press, particularly because they're a side that are willing to go beyond and cause us problems. And sometimes when we've done that and we've gone on the full press sides and gone beyond and caused us issues. So we wanted to make sure we were nice and solid, but still got pressure on the ball at the right times. And I thought we did. I thought we nicked the ball high up a couple of times really well. We created enough off the back of the press and created enough off the back of just having decent enough possession as well. So very pleased with that.
Yeah, and a really decent performance, particularly in the first half as well. And what was your message to the lads at half time?
It was very much that we just needed to tidy up in a couple of moments where we won the ball back. I thought Burnley had a spell for about 10 minutes in the first half where we dropped really deep, but still defended the box well enough. And after that we settled down. I thought we were the better side for the last sort of 15-20 minutes of the first half, and it was just to make sure that we kept our structure, kept making sure that anything that we did do, any mistake we did make was an honest one. If Burnley scored, it was not the way that we'd want them to score necessarily, but there are things that we'll give up when we speak to the boys about how they defend. We speak to them about, look, if we get done doing this, then I can live with it. If we get done doing X, Y, and Z, then as we have been over the past couple of weeks, then it's not the most pleasing thing. So, and that's what we need to do better at. So it's just making sure we stayed on top of the details, kept on top of things in terms of our energy, and tried to put one of the chances in the back of the net.
And agonisingly close to taking a lead in the 90th minute, and what would have been a deserved 3 points.
I think so, yeah. I don't think anyone would have complained if we'd come away having won the game 1-0. We had that sort of 5-minute spell in the second half where we did have to defend a couple of corners, a couple of long-range shots and set pieces. But yeah, apart from that, I felt pretty comfortable. I don't think Nico had a huge amount to do, but we did test their goalkeeper. I don't think Matty can do much more with his chance in the second half. I think Colby will probably be disappointed he didn't put it on target. But on another day, I definitely think something goes in.
and must be nice now to have a solid week of training and for the lads to be able to sort of properly rest and recover and prepare ahead of Sheffield United away next week.
Yeah, we've needed it. So we've not had a full training week since prior to the Coventry game. I think it was the 21st of December. So it's been a long time since we've had a full training week. We're definitely welcoming the rest, first of all, the ability to get back out on the grass with the players and yeah, put a few bits in place before another busy week next week. But yeah, things seem to, it just feels like they've settled down a bit now from now to the end of the season.
Obviously brought in Adil and Cohen yesterday. How pleased are you to have them as part of the group?
Yeah, really pleased. They're both targets that we've had for a while, and to be able to get that business done, we're really pleased. I think it bolsters the squad. Certainly, we've got another option now at left back with Jacob Farrell being injured, and I think a completely different player with a deal in terms of the sort of type of player that we've got in the squad at the moment. And I suppose one of the nice things is that we've all seen how good he is really recently, because he played so well against us up at the Stadium of Light.
Just finally, obviously this is the last time we'll speak to you before the window shuts. Are you sort of expecting anything more to come in?
We're really happy with the 6 we brought in at the moment. I'm not saying look we're hell bent on bringing anything else in, bringing anyone else in, but at the same time I think we're definitely going to keep the phones on. We're going to see what progresses over the next couple of days, and if we can strengthen, if we think it's the right opportunity for us, then we're not shutting up shop. We're not saying we're all done. So yeah, still a bit in it, and we'll see how that goes over the next couple of days.